The Klod Hopper. Mash the barb of a number 700 size 12 Dairiki hook. Firmly set the hook in the jaws of your vise. Load a bobbin with 8/0 rusty brown Vivas. Start your thread right behind the eye, wrap back, cut the tag end off, and then wrap back to just above the barb of the hook. Then create a thread base by going back and forth along from the eye to the point. Now go to some 2mm tan craft foam. Cut a section just under a centimeter, or about the hook gap in length. Coat it horizontally. This will be enough foam to make about 2 flies. On one of the ends, go ahead and cut it kind of like an arrow. Now, bring the piece of foam to your hook, with the arrow sticking out past the bend of the hook, tie it down right above the barb. Advance your thread under the foam up to about the 1/3 point behind the eye. Give some slight tension on the foam and tie it down right at that point. Now go ahead and advance your thread again in the same fashion, and tie another segment of foam right behind the eye. Now without pressing too hard, jump your thread back to the first tie-in. And just go ahead and lay some thread wraps, pushing down all the rest of the foam between the last segment and the barb of the hook. Now go to some small, grizzly saddle hackle. Try to find a piece that's undersized for the hook you're using, about half a hook gap in length. Cut the brittle tip off, and then with your fingers go ahead and stroke back a couple fibers and pull them off for easy tie-in. And with the dull side facing towards you, go ahead and tie it in by the stem at the back of the hook. Now get a nice clump of tan eye stub, here UV tan. A slim inch is all you need. Now go ahead and make about a 4-inch stubby noodle on your thread. Remember to always twist in the same direction. Once the noodle is made, go ahead and start making touch and wraps up the shank of the fly. Until you reach the segment. Now take your hackle and make about 4 or 5 wraps until where you reach the thread. Then go ahead, without trapping any of the barbules, go ahead and tie your hackle off. Once it's secure, go ahead and cut it close. Now go to some medium coastal deer hair, here natural colored. All you need is a very thin section. I'm talking maybe 50 fibers. No need to align them in a hair stacker. The trout don't care. And in this hide, they're already fairly even. Strip the bad fibers out and go ahead and place it on your hook. You want the wing to just extend past just a little past the point of the tail of foam. And go ahead and tie it down right behind that segment. And flare it. Now fold the rest of the foam back and tie it, kind of doubling that segment over. And then cut the foam close. The little foam lip will help push the wing back. Now go to some pumpkin silly legs. Take one leg free from the rest and fold it in half. And then go ahead and cut it in half. we'll be using one half. The other half can be used for another fly. Now, fold it in half again and make sure that the two ends stick just past, again, the point of the foam, and tie it directly on top of the hook with loose wraps. Cut the loop and pull one leg, one half to each side. And go ahead and lay some more wraps of thread. Go ahead and cut the two front legs, just extending past, about one hook eye past the hook eye. And again, if the two ends aren't even, go ahead and cut them just past the point of foam. Once that's done, you can go ahead and whip finish the fly, and it's finished once you cut off your thread.